back to my weekly blushing obsessions. This week I'm just going to share with you what I've been using and what I've been really loving. I do have one fail for you, but I don't have it with me to show you because I had returned it. Yeah, and I will be doing my July monthly favorites coming up next week, and also a collab with a wonderful friend here on YouTube, so be on the lookout for that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share with you my first item. First item is my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I've been pretty much wearing them every single day. When I first got them, I really didn't experiment with them too much. I did a get ready with me using my Makeup Geek eyeshadows this week. I will leave that video down below just in case you guys missed it. But I've been really enjoying them. I just love the quality of these Makeup Geek eyeshadows. If you guys don't own any, try them out. They're only $5.99, so $6 on their website, which is an amazing deal. They are just as good quality as the MAC eyeshadows, which retail for about $12, I believe. So yeah, definitely go ahead and check out the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I think I'm kind of transitioning into the fall colors. I've been reaching for a lot of my warmer shades in this palette. Cocoa Bear is one color that I've been reaching for a lot, just to kind of throw in my crease, add some warmth to any look that I'm doing. Shimma is like one of those shades that is so versatile. You can use it in the corner of your eyes, all over the lids. You can use it as a highlight. It's just a really great color if you really want your eyes to kind of stand out and pop it out. But yeah, definitely one of my favorites. Now, I don't remember if I talked about this or not, but I did get that whole kit from the shopping channel, which in the States you can get that at CVS. It was a $60 value and you got a whole bunch of really good stuff from IT Cosmetics. But this is a palette and I've been really enjoying this. What is this one called? It's a brightening powder in Radiant Light, and it has some spots of like green, purple, and orange, just to kind of cancel out any redness, or just brightens up your skin. And it's been keeping me really matte, and I just really like the finish of it. So I've been really impressed with this setting powder. And yeah, I think I have talked about these two shades before, but yeah, just been reaching for the blush as well and their contouring shade. Not every single day this week, but maybe twice this week I've used this. So been really enjoying this by IT Cosmetics. This is called the CC Plus Radiance Palette. I again have pulled out another Tom Ford blush, and I'm not sure if I talked about this color before. I think it was Flushed that I actually talked about before, but this one is called Ravish. This is what it looks like here. I am wearing it today. It's just a gorgeous color, especially going into the fall. I think this is a must-have to have. I think it's a must-have color to have in the fall for sure. Here's what it looks like swatched. It's just a really nice kind of like a neutral rosy pink shade, but it's gorgeous. It's really different. I don't really have anything like it. These Tom Ford blushes are extremely pigmented. A little bit goes a very long way, but yeah, definitely check out Ravish. I think everybody should own this color for sure. I think it would look good on anybody. Another blush that I pulled out in my collection that I haven't used in a while is by MAC. I had bought this in the beginning of summertime and totally forgot about it, but I really do love this shade. It's called Love Cloud. I like it because it's in between a pink and a peach, so it has a little bit of both colors, and it just adds some brightness to your cheeks without it being too bright. So definitely one of those colors that I would check out. They just made it permanent this summer, so you can get your hands on it, which is really nice. Two blushes, two highlighters. The first one is by Becca. Now, if you are from Canada, I know that's our Sephora's in Canada, well, my Sephora's anyways, do not carry the line Becca. You have to order online. But I have recently gone to Sephora and I've seen that they actually carry the Becca brush that does like everything all in one. It does contour, foundation, pretty much everything. And they also have the Becca highlighter in Opal. So if you guys are from Canada, go see if your Sephora carries the Becca highlighter. This is what it looks like. It's just the perfect, let me swatch it here. Yeah, it's a perfect beigey golden color. And this stuff is extremely pigmented, so best to apply it with a fan brush. You guys all know that I love my fan brushes because it just applies really evenly and just adds just enough without putting on too much. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite highlighters for sure. It's a definite must-have if you are a makeup lover. Next is by Smashbox. This is the shimmer in Soft Lights. I've been wanting this for so long, ever since Jaclyn Hill talked about it. I know this is one of her other favorites that she loves to wear, and it's just the perfect beigey pink tone. So, and it's nothing like, you can heavily put this on, but it just gives you a really pretty glow to the cheeks, and I really love a little bit of that like champagne pink to it that it has. So I don't really have a highlighter that has pink to it. I don't tend to reach for those ones a lot, but because this one is still on the beige side, or more the champagne side, is the reason why I still like it. So if you guys are on the market for a new highlighter, then I would definitely check out the one by Smashbox. This is, again, Soft Lights. If you've been watching my channel from the beginning, you all know that I'm in love with my MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost, but sometimes I feel that when I layer it over top of other concealers, it can be a little bit too heavy and too cakey, which I don't like, and then you get creasing and all that other fun stuff. But I have not rediscovered, but I have discovered this in BareMinerals. It's called Stroke of Light, and this is in Luminous 2. I like this to layer under my concealers that don't really add a lot of brightness. I like the consistency of this because it's very thin, but it still adds a little bit of coverage, and it really does brighten and give that luminous look underneath the eyes, which I love. Even though I have oily skin, I still like that luminous kind of glowy skin. But I've been really impressed with this so far. I really like how it goes on. It goes on very smoothly, and it's got that like cooling feeling when you put it on. It just has a really nice feel to it, which I like. I'm just gonna swatch the colors side by side. Here is MAC's Prep Prime. I just want to show you guys the difference in color because they're actually pretty similar. So there is MAC Light Boost, and this one here is the BareMinerals Stroke of Light. So the only difference is the MAC Prep and Prime does have a little bit more coverage because of the consistency of it. It's a little bit more on the thicker side, where the Stroke of Light still gives a little bit of coverage, but it's very thin. So I don't know, I like that if you're going to layer over top of other concealers. So definitely give this one a try. I did try that Well Rested powder for underneath the eyes that BareMinerals has, and I did not like that one, and I know a lot of people do like that, but I found it just creased and it was just too cakey and heavy underneath my eyes. My last favorite of the week is the lip combo that I'm wearing today. I did post a picture on Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, I will leave my link down below. I do post daily on there. But okay, first of all, let's talk about this lipstick. This is a new CapOnD lipstick that she launched at Sephora, and I was a little bit on the fence of buying it because it's a matte formula, which I'm not a big fan of. There is some MAC lipsticks in the matte formula that I can wear, but I just don't like how drying they feel on the lips. My lips, they're just too chapped, especially where I live. My lips can get really, really dry, so I really have to exfoliate really well or just put a gloss on top, which I do with this, with this shade. I do put a gloss over top, but I really do like this color. I'm not a big fan of the formula, but I will say the color is gorgeous, and it's called Noble, and it's a really pretty like pinky nude shade. So that is the color right there. She did have a lighter nude color, but I found that that one just washed me out a little bit too much, and especially for the winter time, I don't tend to reach for those a lot, and I want to try and just transition into the fall right now. So this is why I chose this one. So the gloss I've been pairing it with is by Maybelline. This is in the color Petal Plush. Now, I've had this color in my collection for a very long time. I just don't tend to reach for them as much as I should because this is a really great gloss from the drugstore. They do compare to a lot of higher end lip glosses in my opinion, and it's just a beautiful shade. Petal Plush, it's a gorgeous pinky nude color which goes perfectly with Noble, and it does go with a lot of other pink nude colors. Now, what I like about these is they're very moisturizing, but they still leave a really nice, pretty, shiny, glossy finish, which I like, especially in the summertime. I do love the look of matte lipsticks, or a matte lip, sorry, but I can't stand that feeling of my lips being so dry, and that's what I get from the CapOnD lipsticks. So I have to pair them with a gloss for me to get through the day. So yeah, I've been loving this combo this week. Sadly, I do have a fail this week. I don't have it here to share with you because I did return it, and it is the Sephora Collection Colorful 5 eyeshadow palette. I got mine in the color Milk to Dark Chocolate. The reason why I bought it is because when I was in the store, it swatched really nice. I really liked the colors because, like I said, I'm trying to transition more into the fall right now. And those are the colors that I tend to reach for a little bit more. It was the kind of like the rich dark chocolate colors. So yeah, it swatched really nicely. It went on my hands really nice. So I was really excited to try it. Two reasons why I didn't like it. First of all, to apply them onto the eyes, the matte shades in that palette did not blend very nice. It was very patchy, and it was very hard to blend. Second of all, for $30 for 5 eyeshadows, I think the price range, it's a little bit pricey, so I was not impressed with the quality. Like I said, it swatched really nice, but it went on very patchy and was very hard to blend, so I did return that item. So as you all know, sometimes you do hear my kids in the background. My youngest is sleeping, having a nice nap, where my oldest son here loves to play in the background while I'm filming, and today he wanted to come on again and say hi to everybody. So say hi, Anthony.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, so those are my weekly blushing obsessions. Yeah, be on a lookout for my July favorites because I have a lot of great stuff to share with you. Some of it is not makeup related, and I do plan on sharing with you another favorite YouTuber. So be on a lookout for that. I'm really excited about it. I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. Everybody have a great weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
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 Why do you say bye?
Well, because you have to say bye.
You have to say bye because you're done.
Because I'm done.
If you're done, you'll be finished. You say bye.
That's right. Okay.
Dad?